Hello and welcome back. Well, the time has come to put this old girl up for sale. Now, I've had a couple people ask me, why do you want to sell it? You've still got some projects you can film and, put up on YouTube. Well, the truth be told, the opportunity came along for me to buy a car that was on my bucket list. I'll show you a quick picture here. And I couldn't pass this up. I wanted a fat Fender Ford for a long time, and when this opportunity came up, I jumped on it. Now, I don't have the space or the time to devote to both of these cars that they deserve, so I've decided to put this one up for sale. And this video is going to cover the pros and cons of the truck. I'm going to put it up on an auction site, and I wanted to put out a video on the truck showing the pluses and minuses so that bidders can be a little better informed if they decide to place a bid on the truck. So today, daylight's burning. I don't have a lot of time, but I wanted to do a cold start so you can see a cold start. It's been about 13 days, 12 or 13 days since I last started the truck. So we're going to fire it up here. You'll hear it idle up for about 30 seconds or so. I never really timed it. And then once it's warmed up slightly, it'll idle down to its normal idle. So I'm going to pop the hood. I'll put the microphone in the engine compartment so you can hear the engine, and you can see what it's like. All right, here we go. That's the fuel pump. So as you can see, it idled down maybe about 15 seconds, and it's probably about 75 degrees here today. It's been about, like I say, 12 or 13 days since I last started it, and it starts this easily every time. Usually in the winter time, I'll let it sit for a month or so. I like to start it at least once a month in the winter, through the winter time, so that just to get the fluids moving, get it warmed up a little bit, charge the battery up a little bit, and so that's about it for the cold start. So over the next day or two, I will pull it out during the day when I get some good sunlight, and do a video around the truck and show you all the outside of it and the inside. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back with that. All right, we'll do a quick walk around, and then we'll get some close-up shots. Truck's all original paint, except for the passenger front fender. We'll start off at the passenger side here. All metal, no rust holes at all. The cab corners could use replacing, or you could drive it as is. Doors are solid, along with the step wells. Let's see if I can get a shot underneath the door. I don't know how well that's turning out. This is the passenger front fender. This fender has been repainted. It was some damage up front here and a poorly done Bondo job all in through here. It looks like the Bondo probably stops maybe in this area here, but this has been repainted. But again, this is all rock solid, all in through there. Again, just to give you another shot from back here. And like I say, when they did a bad Bondo job, they just went right over the seams here. Actually got it onto the grill a bit. But this is the only fender that's been repainted. The hood is nice and solid. There's no rust there. This valance at one point was damaged. I do have another one that goes with it, and it is red. The original bumper was white and was pushed in right there. So I don't know if a previous owner hit a tree or another car or whatever, but I do have another valance that goes with it. The grill itself is passable. It's not perfect by any means. And we'll go around to the driver's side. So there is some minor denting here. Again, the driver's side, again, is rock solid. Driver's side door and step well. Again, some surface rust, no rust through whatsoever. And we'll try to get an undershot of the door again. I don't know how well those are turning out. If not, I'll try to get a better picture and splice it in at this point. Again, although this corner on the driver's side looks good, back in here is some rust, and if you were going to make the truck pristine, you would probably need to replace this cab corner also. Although there is some rust in there, although it's pretty solid, but if you were, like I said, if you're going to paint it, I would replace that cab corner. Again, driver's side of the bed. There is some denting here and there, but it is a solid bed. No rot other than some surface rust. Tailgates in very good shape for its age. Again, here's a small dent right there. but no real rust through to contend with. Bed of the truck is in pretty good shape. Again, a little rusty there. If you're going to make this pristine, you might want to replace that panel. Along with the passenger side, you can see a slight rust starting to come through there. Towards the front of the bed, some rust through on this panel. And maybe just the edge right there. Nothing really major. And let me get that spare tire out of the way and I'll show you that side. Some surface corrosion. Maybe just a little bit of rust in that corner. Nothing major. It's got a Mustang tank, gas tank mounted underneath the bed here. Which is accessed through this panel. I have an earth magnet that keeps it closed there, just to keep it from flopping around. And there's the fill. We'll move on to the interior next. So the headliner was removed when I got the truck. I've got dolphin gauges. Lockhart shifter, tilt steering, GM column, use the brake pedal and gas pedal out of the Crown Vic. Previous owner had a hole cut in the dash for a radio, which I never put one in. I got tired of looking at the hole, so I just got a grill emblem to cover the hole. Heater box is over there. Currently disconnected though. And here's the Ron Francis wiring kit to run the engine. Although it looks like a mess, it's actually very easy to install. There's the computer for the car. I believe that's the fuel module. Could be wrong on that. Here's where you can plug in a code reader, and this was initially purchased for speedometer, but was never needed with the Ron Francis kit. All right, here we are under the hood. Again, you can see the hood is in very good shape. No real rust in there. We use the brake booster out of the donor car. along with the power steering reservoir right down here. Radiator, have an electric fan on there. Radiator overflow bottle. Repainted the firewall when we had everything apart. Just in case they ever decided to paint it, that would be done. $48,000 miles currently on the engine, trans, differential, and the front suspension. I just installed these larger 5x7 mirrors. I do have the original 5-inch round ones to go with it. I find these a little bit more safe, able to see more behind me. And I left the stock gas cap in its location, although, as you can see, it's just a dummy fill, just for looks. Gas tank's been moved to the rear. I'll finish this up with a couple of closer walk-bys so you can see the sides of the truck. Again, there's a dent right there. Very mild, but it is there. So if you're interested in more information on my truck, feel free to shoot me an email. I'll put my email down below, and I will send you my cell phone number and we can talk on the phone. Hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.